All right, guys, so let's get grounded. I think we're all kind of already in easy pose. Great, let's start there. Whether up on your bolster or on the earth, I want you to really take that extra time to check in with the sensations in your hips, remembering that in easy pose, your knees should be below your hips so that the blood circulation doesn't get cut off. Find a little space for your ankles. Maybe get that little sway of the spine. Take a big breath in through your nose. And exhale, nose or mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, nose. Let's do one more, guys. Big inhale. And exhale. Good. Now just find an organic breath rhythm. And I just want you to start to notice. Notice what is coming up for you as you find stillness. Sometimes it's energy that tingles within your body. Sometimes it's emotions that maybe you shoved down in the past and are now creeping up. Sometimes the physical body will speak to you. Whatever it is today, just listen. Remember that we're not here to force or change. I actually don't want you to try to do anything. Just find your breath. Welcome ease into your being. And settle in to this present moment. Good job. You're going to take about 5 more rounds of breath here on your own. Just expanding your lung tissues, softening where you can. There you go, Zach. That's looking better. Continue to breathe. Nice, even, gentle breaths. I'm going to present this week's theme to you. It's reconnect to self. So we've been through our divine transformation, aligning all 7 chakras for the past few weeks. Now it is time to rediscover who you are in this moment and how to move forward in a way that serves you best now. Last couple rounds of breath. One more. Good job, guys. I want you to inhale to interlace the fingers above the head. You can keep your elbows bent here. Just a gentle opening for the lungs, for the side body. And then take those interlaced fingers gently to the base of the skull. See if you can inhale to lift a little taller through the spine. As you exhale, I want you to dip the right elbow down towards the right side of the earth, your bolster, your mat, whatever it is. Big breath in here. Exhale to hold. Inhale. Exhale, using the abs to stack the spine back up. So keeping the upper body soft. If you need a little wiggle in the fingers, a shimmy of the arms or the shoulders, just to find that strength from the core so that we have ease in the upper body. Inhale again, lifting through the crown. Exhale, little baby dip to the left. So left elbow becomes heavy as we open through the right armpit. Two breaths here. Good. Breathe into those sore muscles. Exhale, engage the belly button to the spine to lift you up back through center. Good. Inhale to open those arms slowly into a wide T. Spread the fingers, reach the palms up towards the sky, maybe lift the chin. And then exhale, interlace the fingers at low back. Elbows can be bent here. If you've got the space, you can straighten out through those elbows. It's totally your choice, the amount of sensation you create here. I want you to inhale, lifting up tall. Exhale, just dip the chin towards the chest. Reach the shoulders away from the ears. So this is all very micro adjustments here. Two more breaths. Good, last one, big breath. Exhale to release those fingers and reach the arms back overhead as you inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right. So take your, what is this, left hand to your right knee. So the right hand can rest gently on the back of your bolster, maybe on the earth. Good, Rebecca, nice. Inhale, we try to pull up through the spine just a little bit more. And exhale, you pull belly button in so that the shoulders can twist just a little further. Gaze goes over that right shoulder. One breath here. Exhale to unwind. Coming through center, we're going to inhale to reach. Fill those lungs. Exhale, twist to the left. So right hand on top of left knee. Be mindful of whatever the differences are on this side. Try to keep your gaze either up or right forward. Try not to look down. so that you're really aligning those cervical vertebrae with the rest of your spine. Inhale. Exhale, drop the back shoulder, take the gaze over the left shoulder for just a little additional twist. And on your next exhale, unwind back to the center. As you feel ready, open your eyes. Just get a little organic movement going with the shoulders. Good. Just kind of let it all go. Be weird for a second. Good. Good job, guys. When you're ready, we'll gently come off the bolster and I will meet you in a tabletop. No rush. All right, guys, so really squaring up here in your tabletop. We're gonna roll out the shoulder joints and the hip joints before we get into our cat-cow, okay? So if at any point your wrists need a little break, remember to do you, okay? So I want you to inhale to lift the right leg. Yeah, exhale, just circle out that hip. Take 3 circles in this direction. Good. Trying to keep the spine stable. And as you exhale, reversing the direction of that circle. There we go. Pulling the front body up to meet the back body. So trying not to hang out here. Pull it all in. Good. One more. Exhale, bring that right leg back down. Good. Let's stick with the right side of the body. So fingertips come to the shoulder and we just start to circle here. You can keep it small, or if it feels good, go big. Let your neck get involved. Good. Slope it away from you, Rebecca. There you go, perfect. Reverse the direction of the shoulder roll if it feels right. There we go, one more. Exhale, releasing right hand back to earth. Let's tuck the toes and press into one downward facing dog in the center here. Now I want you to take a moment to notice how the right side feels as compared to the left side right now. One big breath. Exhale to lower those knees, coming back to tabletop. There we go. Nice work, guys. Making sure you don't need any wrist rolls. And then on an inhale, sending that left leg up. Good. Exhale, start to circle. Beautiful. Trying to keep the rest of the body as still as possible. Maybe your circles need to be a little smaller. Reverse the direction when you're ready. Good. One more. Exhale, bringing that left knee back down to earth. Good. Inhale, taking left fingertips to the left shoulder and finding those circles on this side. Now, don't worry about keeping your body square here. It's kind of hard to do that when you're getting into the arm. So just let it feel good. Maybe really getting big, letting the neck get involved. There we go. Reverse as it feels right. There we go. One more. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. Exhale to release back to your tabletop. Here we go. I want you to reach the hands out long in front of you. We're gonna exhale to lower the heart to the earth, puppy pose or heart to earth pose. I want you to spread those fingers wide. Yes, soften the shoulder girdles. Elbows are grounded. And there's lots of space in between your ears and shoulders. That's better, Rebecca, yes. One more breath. Exhale to roll up however you see fit. I kind of like to just scooch my hands in a little closer so I can just walk myself up. There we go. Let's tuck those toes. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Notice if things feel a little more balanced this time and start to pedal through the feet. Very good. Maybe even leaning into that IT band, kind of switching up the stretch in the backs of the legs. One more breath. Exhale to lower back into your tabletop. There we go. Here comes our cat-cow. So inhale into your cat and exhale into your cat. Y'all let it flow on your own rhythm. Perfect, Teresa. Good. Yeah, one more. You got it. Yes, there we go. Nice alignment, Nicole. Beautiful. Two more rounds wherever you are. Really start to heat up the body with that big intentional breath. Nice work. Last one. On your next exhale, you can find your first child's pose. So your choice, either toes together, knees apart, or knees together, ankles together. Hips get heavy towards the heels, and you allow your forehead to rest. Take a moment to honor whatever you have arrived with. Soften through the arms. There's no need to have an active reach here. Looks great, Shakira. Look how close. Yes, good job. Two more rounds of breath here. Letting go of the past, knowing that only good things lie ahead. Last breath. When you're ready, I'll meet you in a downward facing dog, but there's no rush to get there. I want you to maybe wiggle your fingers, close the knees a little bit, maybe even rock the forehead on the earth, just to wake up the brain a little more. There we go. Yes, good organic movement, guys. Good. And then as it feels right, you'll rise into your downward facing dog and really feel all of those long muscles stretch and open. Nice, Evan. Good. Now I want you to loop those shoulder heads out, back, and down So they sink, that was right, Lauren. Don't question yourself. Yes, that was good. Nice work. So you're really pressing into the hands. Good. Take a big inhale, down dog. Exhale, take your right foot up between the hands. Let's find our lunge. Maybe get in your blocks if you feel like you can't really reach the earth, or lengthen through the spine. There we go. Gaze is forward. Big breath in. As you exhale, back to downward dog. There we go, guys. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, step the left foot up between the hands. This is probably going to feel a little crazy. We're warming up. It's not easy to get that foot up there gracefully, so be gracious to yourself. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, up on the tiptoes. Exhale, I want you to tippy toe walk up to a forward fold. Just try it. It's just for fun. If it gets too tight, you can drop the heels. Top of the mat. There we go. Good. And then land in that forward fold for me. Head is super duper heavy. I want you to shake it out. Find some ease in the neck. Good. Perfect. Let's inhale for our first half lift. Now I want you to pretend like your fingertips are paint brushes. So we're just lightly brushing our shins, no weight. And then pull out of the spine. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale for half lift. Good. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. One more time. Big inhale. Now squeeze here for me, love, and stick your heart out. Yes, much better. Squeeze here. Yes, and then lengthen out. Yes, good, good, good. One more breath. Good job holding. Exhale, fold. Inhale to slowly roll up through the spine, press into the feet. Head is the last thing. So head is dangling like, I don't know, fish bait or something. There we go. Eventually, we'll get to the top. And then just get a little wiggle in your mouth. Good. It's beautiful. Nice work. All right, top of your mat. I want you to open your toes, 45-degree angle here. Heels under the hips. I want you to inhale to reach. Exhale, keeping the spine tall, bending through the knees, sinking down into your malasana. Keep the heels grounded as long as you possibly can. Good. Eventually you'll reach your edge, and then we just get a little sway going. Yes, there you go. So booty goes down, head goes up. There we go. Beautiful. One more breath. Here we go, guys. Inhale to come to stillness and center. Exhale, press into the feet. Oh, no hands. There we go. And then just wiggle those hips. Nice work, guys. Turn the feet back parallel. Let's make our way back down. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Good. Inhale for half lift. Yes. Exhale. Fold. Ground the hands. Inhale, step the feet back to high plank. So make sure that your body is in one long line. So Teresa and Lauren, lower the booty just a little bit. Your feet might have to go back so that you can lower the hip points. Yes, exhale, lower your knees or baby bend in the elbows for your baby chaturanga, and then lower all the way back down to earth. There. All right, guys, inhale to lift the head and the feet for locust. Good. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. We've got 2 more coming. Use the breath. Inhale, head and feet lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Try to keep the knees straight, Shakira. Inhale, lift. That a girl. Yes. Squeeze the ankles together. Exhale, lower. Good job, everyone. Inhale to press through your tabletop. Exhale, tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Nice work, guys. Wiggle it out. Release any tension. And we'll start to move into our peak poses here. One more breath just to rebound. Spread those fingers wide, Rebecca. Press into the pointer finger and thumb. Yes. Walk your hands back just a little bit so that you can lift the hips high as the heart goes towards your feet. Much better. Here we go, guys. Cleansing breath in. Open the mouth and exhale. Good. Ground through the left foot. Inhale to send the right toes high for 3 points. Exhale, bend at the knee to open the hip. So lift the knee up, Sahaba. There. Yes, that's it. Inhale, straighten through right leg. Exhale, knee comes to nose for cheetah. There we go, round through the upper back. Inhale, straighten the spine as you find your foot high in 3 points. Exhale, big step up with the right foot, finding that lunge once again. Nice work. Inhale, opening into our warrior 2, all the way to warrior 2. So hips are open to the left side of the mat. We're sinking into that front knee. Our body isn't too far forwards or backwards. We're right over our pelvis. Everything is stacking up. We're gazing over the front fingertips. Inhale for reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, send the hips back as you reach forward and find your triangle. Trying to be flat. Inhale again. Exhale, use that left oblique to lift you back into a triangle. Inhale. Exhale, reverse triangle. Good. Inhale. Back through warrior 2 as you exhale. Good job, guys. Inhale through crescent. So high on the back toe. Exhale, sink the hips a little lower. There we go. Inhale up in crescent. Exhale, plant the hands. High lunge. You're gonna plant the left hand down and inhale to twist open to the right. There we go, nice. Exhale, press up for a twisted high lunge. Yep, you're facing that way. There we go, good. Sinking in towards me, high on the back toe. Yes, there we go, good. One more breath. Shoulders are soft. Good. Smooth and controlled. Inhale through crescent. Exhale, back to your lunge. Beautiful. Sink the hips low. Inhale, step that right foot back into your high plank. Exhale, taking your version of a chaturanga. So if you stick with me, lower your knees. And then in one piece, my friends, this is what I see a lot of the time. No, one piece. One piece. There we go. Inhale to lift for locust. Good. Exhale to lower. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Nice, Shanna. Inhale. 1 more. Good. Zahaga. Exhale. Lower. Here comes our press back through tabletop. Inhale. Use those triceps. So keep your body in one line. That was good, Lauren. Yes, Teresa. Tuck the toes. Exhale. Down dog. You can either remain in down dog for your rest, or you can drop the knees into child. So we've got 5 rounds of breath to reset. So you choose what shape serves you best. Maybe this is the time to grab some water, whatever you want. There we go. Feel that blood pumping. Feel your heart beating. And just give way to the earth for a second. Good job, guys. Last round. Open mouth, exhale, letting go of some heat, some anger, some frustration. Yes. And as it feels right, I'll meet you back in downward dog. There's no rush. There we go. That's perfect, Shakita. Good. Great rotation in the arms. Very nice, everyone. Checking in with those shoulders, making sure that they're looping out, back, and down. Yes, so good. All right, cleansing breath in. And open mouth, exhale. Good. Here we go. Big inhale. Left toes go high for our 3-legged dog or 3-point. We exhale to bend at the knee and open. Good. Inhale to lengthen through that left leg. Exhale, knee comes to nose for cheetah. Heel is connected to the glute. Inhale to reach long in your 3-point. And exhale, big step up with the left foot, finding that high lunge. You've got time if you need your blocks to set up. Good alignment. Beautiful, guys. All right. Inhale, lifting and spiraling open into your warrior 2. So left knee is pressing to the left side of your mat. We're sinking our tailbone down. We're reaching through that back leg, grounding through the back edge of your right foot. Our shoulders are soft. Breathing and gazing into the horizon. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach, good. Exhale, warrior 2, maybe sink a little deeper into that front knee. Good. Inhale to straighten for triangle. Exhale, shift the hips back, reach the fingers forward as you land in that triangle. Good. Very nice, everyone. Perfect. Soften that right shoulder girdle. You got it. One breath. Here we go. Inhale. And then exhale. Use the right oblique. Up. Sink back into that warrior two. Very nice. Inhale into your crescent. Big spiral. Exhale. Sink just a little lower. Feel that stretch. Reach the back heel away from you. There you go. Good correction. Nice. Big inhale. Exhale. Back into your high lunge. And then inhale, open and twist to the left. And exhale, use that oblique for your twisted high lunge. Good job, guys. We're almost there. Keep breathing into your nose. Good. One more. Okay, here we go. Inhale into your crescent. Exhale with control, plant those hands. Here comes our last flow. Inhale, send the left toes back to meet the right. You're in your high plank, hip points are low, body is in one line. Exhale, lower the knees. And then elbows point backwards. Lower yourself in one piece. Good. Here comes our three lifts. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Try to keep your knees straight, Lauren. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale to press through that tabletop. And exhale, either down dog or child's. Last stretchy stretch here. Nice work, guys. Maybe roll out your wrists. Or just enjoy perfect stillness. Just be for a second and feel what is going on inside. Two more rounds of breath. Last. Now I'm going to meet you in a pigeon next, right leg forward. So you can just stay real close to the ground and bring that right leg forward, or you can take an extra moment to roll up through the spine. There we go. Yes. And your choice, if you want to be sleeping or up and active, whatever feels best in your body right now. There we go. Perfect. That looks great. Just check in with your back ankle. So minor, but good job. There we go. Nice. If you're on your elbows, maybe just let your head drop. Yeah. 2 more rounds of breath. People who are up, go for it, right? Like walk your hands back, lift your chin, roll your shoulders, just really open that front body. Good. Last round. Perfect, guys. All right, now, when you're ready, I want you to plant the hip points down on the earth and open to the left side of your mat in a straddle. So you're gonna open that right leg to come straight. Yeah, there we go, perfect. And this one's very personal. Sometimes you need to be up on your bolster, sometimes you need your blocks. So know that you have lots of options, guys. Sometimes I just like to lean. This is enough, right? But if you have space, you can start to walk to try to be right on top of your pelvis. And if you have more space, that's when you start to lean forward. So many options between here and all the way down, right? Soften the quads because the knees tend to engage. Yeah, good little ankle wiggle, perfect. 3 breaths. There we go. One more big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Good. All right. When you're ready, you're going to tuck in the left leg and take your other pigeon facing the back of your mat. So see if you can leave the right leg long and kind of just roll into it. There we go. Very nice. Perfect. Oh, I got you. Here. Now, of course, this side is going to need something different from the first side. So we just honor those differences. Here you go, girl. Let's just straighten this out just a little bit. There we go. Yes, perfect. Again, very minor, but the details do matter in terms of sensation. Maybe on your next exhale, try to get the hips a little closer to the earth. Pull that right hip forward, so have a nice and gentle. Perfect. Beautiful, guys. You've got 2 more rounds of breath. Exhale to let something go. Good. And then as it feels right, you'll plant those hip points and roll back through your straddle. We don't have to pause there this time, just kind of find it. Just so you can feel the rotation in the hip sockets. Good. See if it feels a little more open. Perfect. And then I just want you to close the legs, bring the feet towards the top of your mat. So we're back towards me. Very nice. All right, guys, keep the legs out long. I want you to inhale, little thriller arms. Exhale, C curve to roll you down. Nice and slow. Slow as the ticket. Good, shoulders away from ears. There we go, and then reach those arms overhead. Big stretch. And exhale, curl yourself into a little ball. Knees come in, lift the forehead to try to touch the knees and get a little rock going. Good, we're gonna do that 2 more times. I'm gonna sneak in some abs. So inhale, lengthen the body. And then exhale, ground through the navel to pull the arms and legs into center. There we go. Good. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to close. Yes, nice and smooth. One more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to close. Nice. Inhale here. Exhale to plant the soles of the feet and let the head rest on the earth. Good. Arms can be in like cactus above your head or maybe a T. And we're going to take one bridge here. So soles of feet are on the earth. They are as wide as the hips. You're going to inhale and then exhale to press into the feet to lift the hip points up towards the sky. There we go. Upper body is soft. Point your tootsies towards me. There we go. Yes, a little bit. Nice. Big breath. Nice abs, Shakira. Yes. Did you feel that engagement? That was exactly what we're talking about. Good. Holding this bridge here, squeezing the booty. Inner thighs are energetically pulling towards each other as your collarbones soften. Last breath. Exhale to roll back down with mindfulness. Beautiful work. Get some windshield wipers with the knees going. And know that you can move into final wiggles as it feels right. Good job. Nice work. So wiggle out as you feel it's appropriate, but as you feel ready for your Shavasana, go ahead and start to set yourself up for your perfect rest. So Rebecca, we like the bolster under the knees. It's just a nice support for the low back, but if it's not your vibe, you can always kick it away. Here we go, guys. I always like to think about Shavasana as like making my little nest, right? Everything has to be just right so that you're not paying attention to anything that could be distracting. Nice. So ankles relax. Belly is soft. Heart is open. Arms release. And you feel any energy that you need to let go of shooting out of the top of your head. Drift away. I'll bring you back when it's time. It's time to very slowly start returning. Welcome your breath back into your being. Just noticing its natural rhythm first. Connect to your hands and your feet. Using an exhale to push energy all the way throughout your body. If it feels right, roll into a fetal on one side. But if you're happy as you are, just continue. We'll all rest a little bit longer. Maybe open your eyes for just a moment to see how that light feels. And then maybe reclose the eyes. Two more rounds of breath here. On your next exhale, begin to rise. I'll meet you in a vertical shape of your choice. Keep your awareness within. Keep your attention in this present moment. This is still your time. I'm going to close with this week's quote. When you discover something that nourishes your soul and brings you joy, care enough about yourself to make room for it in your life. If you'd like, join me with prayer hands at heart center. Thanking yourself for your amazing practice this evening. Thank you so much for trusting me to guide you. Let's all take another breath in together. And exhale to bow and say namaste. 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 Try not to rush. Sit in your peace. Back as it feels right. No pressure. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at the chair.